The Illuminati card game unmasks and reveals the factual and real-life plans and goals of the Illuminati world elite. The card game, Illuminati New World Order, was released by Steve Jackson in 1994. It cast the player as a puppet master pursuing world domination on behalf of their chosen secret society. The goal of the game is to develop and consolidate a power structure through which to rule the globe from the shadows. This on behalf of your chosen secret society. You plot world domination and gain power by manipulating society and dealing out apocalyptic blows to your opponents as you go. One of the cards is called Terrorist Nuke. It shows the Twin Towers being destroyed. The reason this is relevant is because the Russians sent their top secret files concerning 9/11 to the magazine Veterans Today. They did this in May 2014 in retaliation for the Ukraine NATO coup. Russia gave detailed information and evidence that nuclear weapons destroyed the Twin Towers, which is exactly what the Illuminati card game predicted 7 years in advance. In order to provide a cover story for themselves, the Russians said the files were from Edward Snowden. The nanothermite found after the destruction of the Twin Towers was a product of a nuclear detonation pulverizing the gigantic steel columns. Disturbingly, we also learned that virtually all NATO nations have nuclear weapons that were illegally transferred to them by the United States. Russia spilled a lot of beans. The Illuminati card game has a card called World War III. World War III is a means for them to establish their new world order. Nothing changes society as rapidly and drastically as war. Another card is called Political Correctness. It features 2 lynched men with their arms tied behind their backs. On their chests there is a white poster paper mentioning the reason for the lynchings. One poster said, used insensitive pronoun. Another poster said, ate the flesh of dead animals. Since around 2013, many have lost their livelihoods for refusing to refer to their students or colleagues or clients as another gender. Those refusing to bake cakes or give a civil union license that affirms a disordered lifestyle have been variously arrested and/or sued or have had their property confiscated. In Chicago, a woman was brutally murdered by her angry male colleague because she said she would pray for him. Her male colleague dressed as a woman and called himself a woman. The murdered woman was always kind to her colleague. There are also a lot of fanatics who essentially worship animals. They commit acts of vandalism and violence against farmers and those who wear fur coats or consume animal products. Another card shows so-called activists who promote the sin of Sodom. Sin of Sodom activists are very loud and have the mass media and government on their side. Sin of Sodom sinners are the recipients of a lot of affirmative action. With business grants and state contracts, New York is notorious for showing a preference for awarding state business contracts to such persons. Across America, those who refuse to hire disordered individuals can be sued or worse. Other cards in the Illuminati game have names such as conspiracy theorists rewriting history, manipulation, and hoax. Another card is called Plague of Demons. It shows vast multitudes of demons inhabiting the region of the Washington, D.C. Capitol building. But why? The architecture and street layout of Washington, D.C. was designed by the Illuminati. The U.S. dollar bill says in Latin, announcing the conception of the New World Order. Vast multitudes of evil entities inhabit the Washington, D.C. region. Because of Illuminati rituals and the level of evil that emanates from that region,